Well, hello, Gemini. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. All right, Gemini, we're going to go ahead and get right into your reading. We're going to start with some oracle cards, get a little bit deeper than we normally get in a reading, and then we're going to use the tarot. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to pull from the top, Gemini, okay? This is going to be for Gemini. See what we have. Told to keep. Okay, that was meant to come out. Okay. All right, that was meant to come out. Let's just leave it like this, and then we'll get some more when we get to it. So some cards were coming out. All right, so the first one I have here is, what is this, Lyran? It says excel in physical activities. It says binge in physical joys, go from fling to fling. Some of you are not in relationships that are stable. You have been, perhaps in situations like this in the past, and maybe you're dating someone now and you want the relationship to work. You're getting tired of the flings, you're getting tired of the physical. Like it's enjoyable, right? Some of you could be dealing with Geminis, especially if you're a cross watcher, right? Who may binge in physical activities, which is sex, and this is alcohol, that type of thing. And you're like, why don't you get your life together? Okay, so some of you may be in this place right now where you're wanting to be better. Okay, you don't want flings, but that's what some of you have been engaging in the past. Not necessarily a fault of your own, but that's what it's been. Here with the soul purpose, a lot of people are getting soul purpose cards. It talks about birthing a new you. This is part of the birthing process. And again, when it comes down to anything dealing with birth, it is painful. It hurts because you see yourself, you see other people, how other people treat you, that type of thing. So a process. This means it doesn't happen overnight, but it happens, and you're getting to know your purpose and what you're supposed to do here on this plane, and you're being strong about it. Here with warrior spirit, it's not easy, but you're facing these situations head on. It talks about relentless commitments to these situations to win it. Okay. And it also talks about, approaching your personal battle and being able to overcome. Okay. Everyone has challenges. It's not like they don't, they do. And depending on where this is in your chart, it could be in your moon. So that means your emotions. You have to be able to get over, your own emotions with things, how people treat you, that type of thing. And I see it. Okay. You're very strong. And this talks about being able to persevere. Okay. With that warrior spirit. Here, the ego self. It says dismantling the ego is a crucial step. Some of you, again, this doesn't have to be you. This could be a cross-watching situation. Like I said, some people are out here doing fleeing the fleeing because it's the ego thing. Okay, and for others who are not doing this part of the ego self, it's I like what it says. The biggest block to your true self is your ego. Maybe not seeing you for who you really are. Okay, and everyone has an ego. Everyone. And I like going here where it's kind of like she has like the picture, and she's just like, I want everyone to see me. I want everyone to think a certain way about me. And you don't even have to be a bad person for that to happen. Sometimes it's like, is that really you, Gemini? What type of picture are you trying to paint? So this is going to be a part of that soul processing, like we said, that birthing that I'm seeing here. You're going to be developing real connections with people, because a lot of you have been dealing with people who are phony because you haven't been your authentic self, okay? But it says faltering meaningful friendships, okay? Living life with an open hand, okay? That means some of you just give, okay? Which is something that you may be doing in this lifetime, okay? But it doesn't mean that you can't receive either, okay? But I do feel like there's going to be a lot of friendships, real connections that you are having here. Last two. First one, the second one from the last here says child soul. There's a lot of inner child energy here and child spirit from a lot of the reads that I've already done. And it just talks about being disciplined, okay? And like we said before, overindulging, okay? Having rules, that type of thing. And it also talks about social structures. And I just feel like in general, a lot of you are traditional when it comes down to relationships, believe it or not, not all, okay, because we saw what we saw. But I do feel like in general with Gemini, I see a lot of tradition type of settings. So you want a house, a home, a spouse, and you want your children, you want that type of thing. So I really do see that. But again, some of you may need discipline in your life, and it doesn't have to be with sex and alcohol and partying. It could be with your just structure. Are you getting up and exercising the way you say you're going to exercise? Are you doing what it is that you're setting your mind to, your goals, that type of thing? Are you doing it? That's it. Last one, authentic living. Exactly. That's what I was just talking about here with that ego self, with your true self. Being true to yourself is important. So some of you are not being true to yourself. And it's okay because we all do it. But it becomes a problem. It poses a problem when it goes on too long and you just don't realize that, hey, you need to change. That's not you, sis. Okay? Stop being someone that you're not. Okay, so this is going to be a time where you are really going to be living in your truth. And again, that is so hard for people to do because people fear to be judged. So we're going to go ahead and get some more oracle cards here, and then we're going to get into the tarot. This is going to be for Gemini. Let's see what comes out. Be true to yourself. This is even when it comes down to connections and relationships. Don't hold your tongue back when you know things are not going right. Be true to you and what you are and what you expect from yourself and what you expect people to give you. Okay. Now, the first card that came out here was one goal, two ways. It says you possibly could attract someone who does things differently from you. So I do feel like a lot of you may be in relationships, or you will be in relationships or connections where you're different, but it works. One goal, two ways. Both of you have the same goal, but you do things differently. And that also happens inside of relationships. It can happen in friendships. Maybe with business partners. Sometimes it's good to have different ideas. Sometimes it's good to be different. Okay? But that's what I'm saying here. It doesn't have to be the worst thing. But mostly in relationships, just know it doesn't have to be the worst thing. But it's just different. You guys can still come together from what I'm saying. There's a lot of people who are gossiping and have a whole lot of opinions about you. This to me feels like jealousy. Just be careful that it doesn't affect your personal relationships, your romantic, your family, that type of stuff. Because anytime someone is gossiping like this could be online. It can get really serious, and it can really have an effect on your connections. Maybe there is someone who is, let's say someone really likes you, right? Let's say, especially for high schoolers, someone really, really like you, right? Or this could be at your job. And there's somebody on the sidelines telling them, oh, you don't want to be with them. Oh, maybe, and they're trying to keep them from living their true life, them true selves, trying to keep your person from really living what they really want to live, which is wanting to be with you. So that's the harmful of gossip and opinions. So some of you are in this place. This could be with family, truly. You could literally be married to somebody, and somebody in the family can have an opinion and be gossiping, and then all of a sudden your spouse start to turn on you. Some of you are in this position right now. This is for Gemini. But I do see a lot of gossiping, people all up in your business, trying to hinder things from happening in your life. Thank you. So here, a lost cause. Some of you are just dealing with people who are lost cause. And again, like I said, this is any relationship. Look at that breakup. Yeah, I was just about to say that. I'm sorry. To me, I feel like this has something to do with a romantic relationship where you were just dealing with someone that was giving you so much pain, so much struggle, and it was, like it says, it's time to let go and heal. That's part of you being true to yourself. Maybe this person had a lot of money, and that's part of the ego self, and you not being authentic. If you know this person they just didn't fit well. Your personalities were different. There's a good difference and a bad difference. Okay? And I feel like there is going to be a breakup. I feel like a lot of you may have already broken up. Okay? Maybe you still feel trapped in the fact that, or stuck in your head over the fact that something didn't work or something may not work. Okay? Some of you are in this place. But we're going to go ahead and get into the tarot here, Gemini. This is for Gemini. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you are dealing with someone. It's just a lost cause. They're not going to learn. They're not going to grow up. Okay? They're just not. So you focus on the future now. This is going to be for Gemini. Yeah. See, Eight of Swords trapped again. A lot of you are overthinking possibly about your past. Maybe there was competition. Maybe there were fights, okay, because of the rumors or because they didn't really tell you what they were thinking, you know, but there was obstacles in the way. You know, like I said, it's really something. It's something. It could have been a third party who was telling somebody or in that person's ear, causing drama and a disconnect. Okay. And again, I do feel that it seemed like you can't stop thinking about something or someone. Maybe you wanted to get married. Oh, this card fell. Yeah, I just see a lot of tired energy. This is why it says break up and letting things go. There's been a lot of disappointment, a lot of sadness. Maybe someone was being sneaky. And I feel like the ultimate call here with the judgment call is to let things go. Okay, you may not be in a good place right now, but things are going to change. That's part of that warrior spirit. You're able to do it and let go and persevere. Persevere with the Nine of Wands, but things are going to get better for you. Okay, look at this. I love it because I was going to look at the bottom. What does it say? Beginning to look inward, spending more time alone, but there is going to be a new beginning here. So a lot of you may be in this place where you feel lonely, feeling trapped. But again, this is part of what? The soul purpose, part of the birthing process. That's what this is all about. But this is what I have here for you here, Gemini. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you back here again soon. Bye.